Hello, this is Paul in the Dysfunctional podcast.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Hi, is this June?
Yes, it is.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good morning. You sound
Um,
sleepy.
Good morning.
yeah, I am pretty sleepy. I haven't slept all night. I don't know.
Oh.
Like I haven't been feeling good. My arm's been hurting and stuff,
Oh wow.
and
How's
then Alana's been sick.
Oh, she's sick?
Oh, is
Oh,
she? Oh, poor baby.
So you guys aren't in the mood to promote your new CD?
Well, we're doing, we're pulling through the best way we know how to.
Right.
right.
So how you guys been doing since the show was off the air?
We've been doing pretty good, just going back to regular life, just being who we are. School, doing different projects, talking to different people, different networks, just doing a lot of charity work,
Oh, that's
and
good.
just going, doing what we was doing long before the show. Just living a normal life.
Wow.
We were living our normal life during the show because unlike a lot of reality shows, our shows wasn't scripted, so it made it, easy because it was our life.
Right.
Right. So you guys are naturally, something that people want to watch versus they didn't tell you what to do, right?
No.
These guys all have great personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what made the show so funny.
Yeah, we're be back. We will be back. We will be back. Very 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 soon.
Oh, great.
But it will not be on TLC.
Yeah, that's kind
Okay.
of what I thought. So as soon as this contract's over, someone's picking you guys up.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
So how did it all come about? The show started. I mean, I know Alana was in pageants. Did someone see you guys at the pageants, and that's kind of where it started from?
Um. Yeah. Like I said. You just. We was doing pageants, and I didn't go out looking for fame and fortune. I just kind of like it just fell in my lap, and I was sitting in the contract for like 6 months, and finally I was like, okay, it's a new adventure. Let's do this. Let's see what it's all about. I talked to a pageant mom who had done Toddlers and Tiaras before. She had done Toddlers and Tiaras through her own pageant system because they had been in her pageant system. And she didn't talk anything but highly about them. So we decided to say, hell, it's a new adventure. We like new adventures. We like doing crazy things. So let's go for it.
Yeah, right. Sounds really, really like fun. I mean, did you guys ever see the movie Little Miss Sunshine? How realistic was that with the pageants?
Yeah, we did see that. I don't know, it was sort of realistic, but not exactly how it is because, I have to say we met some great pageant moms, but there is some pageant moms out there that can be very, very, very hateful and very mean. But
Right.
I have to say the circle that we hung out with was very nice, very respectful, would do anything to help your child,
Oh, that's good.
and the competition, no matter if your child was competing with them or not.
Wow. So basically, you weren't one of the people that were in it just to exploit your kid. You actually did it because it was fun for everybody.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Just like baseball, football, anything else for boys, pageants and cheerleading and stuff like that. That's the sport just as well. It's just a little bit more expensive, a lot more expensive than a normal sport.
Yeah. And some of the mothers too, they're like so neurotic about their kids. It's almost like they're winning for themselves and not for the child, you know?
No, I used to always tell Alana, I love you regardless whether you win or you don't win. Go out there and do your best. Yeah, she would cry sometimes when she wouldn't get like a trophy or she wouldn't
Yeah.
get like something. But when she on stage, I was like, Alana, you can't win everything. You can't place in everything. And as a child, they don't understand that. She's a
Yeah.
normal, now 10-year-old child. She's always went to public school. She's
Mm.
always, you know, done her thing.
So nothing's changed for her since, like the way of your living since now that you
There's
guys have become famous?
none of the kids have ever changed anything.
It's
Um,
got to have been strange though. Once you guys, I guess you were on Toddlers and Tiaras, right? That's kind of where you first showed up. And how long did it take before people started recognizing you?
Pretty much right offhand, especially after it aired.
Right.
mhm.
Yeah, that must have been a big change for you guys, right? It's got to be crazy.
I mean, it still is surreal that we're known in 185 countries. People send us fan mail. We have probably anywhere from 40 to 50 things, totes of fan mail that's from all over the world that she will have when she is older, and
Aw.
she could choose to do what she wants to do with it. But we got some pretty cool items from all over the world. We still do get them. People send us birthday cards. They send. They help. We do like a Christmas drive every year. They help out with that. So I mean, it just And our next thing is the kids love to sing and dance, and so when we stopped doing the show, we met up with our new manager Gina, and they wanted to do like something with dance. Well, Pumpkin wanted to do something with dance, and Alana wanted to do something with singing. So I talked with Gina, and Gina's like, okay, we'll do like a music video. So I was like, okay, do what you can do to make it happen. And that's how the music video came about with Pumpkin and just, I mean,
It's so
Pumpkin,
cute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Do the honey boo boo bop.
you've already got over 2 million views on YouTube. I saw. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, and I mean, there's been hundreds of people who bought the song on you can buy it on iTunes, you can do it on Spotify, you can do it on Google Play, you can do it on different um sites.
Right.
It's played on the radio several times in the past week or so. It's been on TV. Um, it's it's just surreal because I'm like, okay, what is and they're ready to do another song, so we're gonna do another song, and it's gonna be released around Thanksgiving.
Oh wow.
Cool.
So
Cool.
so going back to like when it first started, how did Lana react to everybody recognizing her? Did she like really enjoy it?
At first she didn't know how to handle it because at that time she was probably about 8.
Mhm.
Well, no, when we first saw her, she was about 4, but then we really started breaking into the show, and people really started recognizing her. She was probably about 7 or 8, and she doesn't realize how famous she is, and she still today at 10 doesn't realize how famous she is,
Aw.
and
Right.
just thinks that she's just a typical Alana, which to us and our friends she is, but to the world, she's changed. I mean, the stories we hear, what she calls her special fans, which are fans with special needs, how they laughed, how they had fun, how they were able to get their day, how people who have cancer, adults and kids, how it was able to. We got really close with somebody who had mitochondrial disease, and it's just they passed away, and we went to theirs. We met a girl in Florida, in St. Augustine, Florida. We met her 2 years ago filming. She died of leukemia. We went to do her memorial service, McKinley Rain, and you know we've done a lot, as far as those are the stories that we met a guy, Tyler. He had Down syndrome, and his mom drove 4 hours.
Aw.
And those are the stories that will stick with us for a lifetime, and that I can remember. There's a woman who her child committed suicide when she was getting bullied, which that was our biggest thing is we stand big against the anti-bullying campaign. And her dream was to meet us, and it was actually Jessica's 16th birthday, which Jessica now is 19. She's turned 19 on Monday, and
Aw.
she actually still wears the bracelet of the girl that the mama gave her to on her 16th birthday. So, so those stories right there kind of like stick out and will always stick with us and really
That's
make us
that's
feel
nice.
good that
That's
we
nice.
actually brought some kind of joy into somebody's life when they were going through a rough time or a rough patch in their life. Because I know that there's been shows out there that I've watched that
Mhm.
has helped me get through rough times in my life.
Yeah, it really sucks because it's that stuff is the stuff you don't hear about so much. It's all this negative comments about the show. You hear more about that garbage,
And
but
you guys got a lot of
you guys have got
compassion.
a lot of compassion, and you're doing a lot that people don't see, which is really cool. Maybe when your next show comes out, they'll actually show a lot more of what you guys are doing to help people. You've got some success now, so you're actually returning it to the community. You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, like, we do a toy drive every year, and I don't even live in the county anymore. In McIntyre, I don't even live there anymore, and I moved out of there in February, and I love the woman who does the Wilco Loves Kids. She's been doing it on her own for 13 years, and I don't even I don't live there, but I promised her that I would help her this year just to
Mm.
make sure that kids wake up to toys. And I told her that I would donate enough money for her to be able to get the toys for the kids this year.
Oh, God
And
bless you.
she was really touched by that.
That's nice. That's nice. See, that's what people need to hear more, you know?
Yeah, and the only time it was really like shown was like on our specials, like our Christmas
Mhm.
specials, and so that it wasn't shown through, and that was the only thing that really got me, is it wasn't really like shown throughout the thing about what we really actually do. I mean, we're real big up into like the gay and lesbian community.
Mhm.
We just did a picture yesterday. It was Spirit Day, going fully purple. We put a picture on our Instagram and our Facebook and everything, and our Twitter. And we just, like I said, I mean, we do a lot of things that people don't see. And we were doing this before the show, and we would do those after the show and after the famability. It just being able to have a little bit of extra money
Mhm.
helps us be able to do things for
Others, yeah. That's
we
really.
wouldn't be able to do. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, stuff like that. So like that's what our thing is now, is that we're planning on, we had talked about it. Um if it all like works out, that the Christmas song that we're planning on recording, we want to donate the money that we make off of that money and actually put it into the Christmas fund for the Christmas thing that we do every year. And the girls are really wanting to do that. So we're trying to work out some way that we can actually donate the money to them instead of the girls getting the money.
Mhm.
So is that like the only negative thing feeling you have about the TV show is they like to show like the goofy stuff and they didn't really show that kind of stuff?
Um, I never have anything negative to say about it. It was all about like, they felt like if I was always told, they told me that I was like, well, I would like to show some of my charity work. And I was always told that if they showed charity work, or what we did with the community all the time, and doing all that, then people may not watch as much. They like us as being real, which I understand that. And I mean, I don't have
I
anything
don't
negative to
know.
say about TLC, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
I think
they,
that that would show a great side of you. I mean, besides the humor, I mean, I think that more people would be interested
Yeah,
or
you know
want
what
to
though?
actually would touch the hearts of
Everybody
others and would
wants
want to help.
everybody. The ratings are the crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you said you're starting a show about charity work, you wouldn't get as many
Well, no,
ratings.
she's not saying that a show about charity work, but just show some clips or something of some of the good that they do. You know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's saying that they're saying that they if they put it all in there, you know what I mean? They're just caring about the ratings.
Yeah.
And all,
Yeah,
you know.
and like I said, I mean, I have nothing to say bad about TLC.
Well, no,
They
we don't
did
talk about
treat us
TLC.
very well.
I'm just talking about in
They
general. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they did treat us very well. I mean, they took care of the kids. They, if I needed something, I could call. I mean, when Sugar got sick and went to the Mayo Clinic, they, helped out with that. They helped out, made
That's
sure
good.
that, we had this, we had that. I mean, like, they were, they would make sure that every birthday or everything that the kids would have like a Christmas present and or they would have like a birthday present. I thought it was kind of nice that I had never had that happen.
Oh,
And also like if like when like one big thing was is Jessica's was a huge fan of Buddy Velasco, which is the Cake Boss, and we got to meet him and that was a big thing for Jessica. Pumpkin's big thing is I got tickets when she was in Macon, Pusa Caputo, the Long Island Median, and she actually got to meet her and get a reading from her. And that was like the biggest thing that ever had hit,
mm-hmm.
like apple pie. Alana's big thing is she still wants to meet One Direction, but that hasn't happened.
She better hurry up before they start making music together.
There's another guy. I don't know, like, it's Maddie B or whatever his name is. She said that that's who she would like to make the next music video with.
Aw.
She's taken off. So
Yeah.
do you what do you I don't know if you want to discuss this, but I just wonder what your feelings were. Did you agree with how the show got took off the air? Do you think that was the right decision at the time, or do you?
I feel like they did what they wanted to do. I do feel like it was wrong because they didn't want to like hear my side of the story. Like
Oh, they just
we
decided.
like it was kind of like, okay, I got a phone call at 3:30 that morning, and they were like, okay, we're canceling the show, we're pulling security, which security had been in our life for like 3.5 years, but in the same fact, and I have voiced my opinion about this on other shows. It's been, the Duggars, they've stood behind them, and now they're doing a spin-off show with them. So I think it's a little kind of like
Controversial, yeah.
it's kind of like messed up because my situation wasn't nothing. I mean, my situation wasn't nothing compared to theirs. He molested his sister. He cheated on his wife several times. I mean, yes,
Mm,
sure, but cheated on me, and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just like, but he denied it, and he was in a high ranking role
mm-hmm.
with the government, and all he pretty much got was like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not asking for the show back with TLC because we have so many great adventures that are going on that are more fun and more. I think we're gonna get more out of the shows that we're doing, and the girls are loving doing the music videos.
Right.
I think we're gonna get more out of that than we ever got out of the 3 years that we done. And it's not a money thing. The girls' money is put into trust funds, and they're able to touch them when they're 21.
Oh, that's nice.
But but when but to them it's not a money thing either. It's just about having fun, and right now, unlike TLC, we're able to say, okay, no, we don't want to do that, or no, we
Right.
don't want to do that, or no, we don't want to do that.
So, ne-
Oh
so
yeah, we would love to do that.
Yeah.
And Gina, our manager, just kind of just makes it happen.
right.
And
Mm-hmm.
or she doesn't make it happen. If we don't want to do it, then she just texts them and says, I'm sorry, but they're not interested, and they will push for a little while. But I mean, I never thought that I would meet Jim Carrey and be in a movie, the Dumber movie
Right.
too. I mean, I never thought I'd be in there. I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, still after it's been now about 4 years, it does seem still surreal for the whole family that all these celebrities know who we are, like Johnny Depp,
Mhm.
you know,
Wow.
Jennifer Lawrence, she wrecked her car in LA, stuff
Mhm.
like that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, for us, it's just, we're very blessed that we, people know who we are and that they are very supportive, whether it be an A-list celebrity or it be a person who has nothing. That person who has nothing compared to the A-list celebrity means more to us than an A-list celebrity. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, because I came from nothing, and that's the meaning of the song. We came from nothing to something,
Right.
Yeah.
and and so it does give people kind of like hope that you can actually do it, and if you put your mind to it.
Yeah. So how are you getting along with your oldest daughter now that all that stuff's past? You starting to get along with her again?
I mean, we have been talking like for a while now. We have worked past it. I've seen her a few times since then. She was expecting a girl in about 9 weeks. She is on the 16th of December. So she is looking forward to that. We're all looking forward to that right now. And for us, it's just, we moved on. We left the drama back in 2014.
Good
Right.
for you.
We can,
That's good.
we cut a lot of people out of our life. And that's just the way it is. I mean, we cut tons and tons of people out of our life.
You know what? You
And
only want the positive people. You know what I mean? It's the negative people that bring you down.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, we don't talk to, well, I don't talk, me or the girls don't talk to Sugar Bear's brother, Uncle Poodle, because it's just a lot of negativity. And once the gravy train um quit and stopped, it was like he became very vindictive and
Mm.
very vile to where um I don't associate with him at all.
Yeah, you don't
I
need
don't
that.
No.
care to. I don't care to. I mean, he started like selling stories that were fake, but it's okay because in a few months the world will see the truth, and we'll be able to see what that I was being truthful on everything and that I had nothing to hide. And so that's what we're excited about is in December, when everything gets put on the table,
Right.
the truth actually gets put out there, and we're just going to be so happy that we're going to be able to move forward, and we know it's going to be a positive experience, and the girls are going to be able to think, okay, we've been telling the truth all along. Why didn't nobody ever listen?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Because like I feel like the media blew that out of proportion.
Right. And you guys didn't
With
have
Oh,
a
they always do.
you guys didn't have a chance to reply. They just wrote everything that the gossip, and they didn't. You have now you get when if the show comes back and all that, you'll actually have a chance to tell your side of the story.
Yeah, I mean, well, and two, I mean, is also we'll be able to tell our side of the story truthfully. I can't give too many details away. I
No,
mean,
sure.
and it will be a truthful part, and there will not be a way for us to lie our way out of it or anything like that. So it will be the truth, the truth. Not
It's nobody's
anything else.
business anyway.
Well, you know what? They kind of put themselves out there because they're on the show, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it's once if you become, I mean,
Everybody has got dysfunction in their lives.
but I'm saying though is
Everybody.
these guys became crazy famous so quickly,
Yeah.
and then at
Right.
that point you
Mhm.
realize that don't have any privacy anymore.
Yeah, that's the one thing about fame. Your life is
Yeah,
like an open book.
and like I said, I mean, we've met some awesome people along the way. I met Angelina Jolie. We've
Oh,
met, like I said,
whoa,
we've met
nice.
Jimmy Fallon. Uh, we've met tons and tons and tons of people that I can't. Johnny Depp, that is a huge fan of ours. Did I ever think? I mean, Mario Lopez. I have his number in my cell phone. I have his cell phone number. I've met him several times. He was a huge crush at Saved by the Bell,
Right.
and things like that. I mean, people that we've met along the way that's A-list celebrity, but to me, an A-list celebrity, like I was saying, mm, I look at them just the same way as I would look at a regular person that works a 9 to 5 job
Right.
that's making minimum wage. But to me, that person who's making minimum wage, struggling every day, I can relate with them because I used to be there. That's the reason why I started doing charity work is because in 2009, back in 2007, when Sugar's dad died, I needed help. I didn't have any Christmas for my kids, and that's what really made me start really giving back to the community and really getting involved in charity work. I mean, I couldn't give much money back then. I couldn't do much then, but now I can be able to say, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that,
Right.
and it makes you feel really good. I mean, just a simple thing of going to a soup kitchen or being able to give somebody a bag of clothes that they can't afford. And just little things. If everybody would do that every day and realize it's about the little things. It's not
Yeah.
about materialistic things. It's about making somebody's day. Take 5 minutes out of your day and listen to that person. That person may have a bad day and just need somebody to listen to. And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy listening to people's stories. I
Mhm.
enjoy everything.
Mhm.
And that's how my kids are brought up. They love listening to people's stories. They love, like, Pumpkin. She is bisexual. She has helped a lot of people whose family don't understand about her being bisexual.
Right.
They, she's been a big advocate on that, helping people through Instagram and Twitter and Facebook talk about how to come out to their family and how to be as supportive on that. And so that's our big thing is, our first song was moving on, coming from something to, going from nothing to something.
Mhm.
Our next song will be a Christmas thing, which is our biggest thing with the charity. Who knows what this amazing adventure will last?
Right.
And whenever it ends, what we'll do is we'll bow out and say thank you to everybody that we've met. Thank you to everybody who has supported us. Thank you for everybody who has always been there for us. Thank you for this, the little things. Thank you for a piece of fan mail that you didn't have to write, or a keychain that you sent from Australia, or something that meant something to you that you wanted us to have, because it made you think about us. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
we
special.
don't ask for anything free. A lot of celebrities, I feel like, use their power to try to get
Mhm.
stuff for free.
Yep.
That's not who we are. I don't believe in using that power to try to get something for free. And
Yep.
that's just the
Good
way
for
that I
you.
am.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't, that's just always who I will be. And I will, I still keep on. I give away a lot, and everything.
Yeah, I actually do the same thing. I'm very, like in my community, I started an organization. I do the extreme couponing, and I give back to my own hometown and the surrounding areas, and whoever I can help that's in need. You know,
And,
I
and honestly, let me ask you a question. Does it make you feel really good when you're able to do
it
that?
it feels so good. I have touched the lives of so many, and just to see the appreciation and to know that you could help make their day just a little bit brighter, and take a little bit of a worry off of them because they can't feed their family, and I work with like other people. I've built a Facebook page. I have over 1,000 people in my community, and we all pull together and we do our part and we give. And I do a big thing at Christmas time for families, and it's a Thanksgiving. I take collections and all, and we make these beautiful baskets and we give them to these needy families. And to me, it's a blessing to be able to give back. You know what? I've always been a giver, not a taker, and I just think it's a great feeling. More people should be like that.
That's like us. I mean, I run my own. I don't have a PR person. I run the Alana Thompson Princess Honey Boo Boo on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I run the Mama June _ Boo Boo, which is verified on Twitter. Our Instagram name is kind of long. It's real _ Honey Boo Boo _ Mama June 31054. I run all of that, and I'll run all that. And so, if anybody ever wants to know what we're doing, where we're at, what we're promoting, what we're doing, then they'll be able to do that. And I run all that because I don't want anybody else to be personal on my fans. I want to be the one to know what my fans are saying.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we don't have haters, because everybody has haters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're famous or not famous. You're gonna have haters regardless, and nobody's gonna have everybody who likes them, because if you have someone who likes you 24 hours a day, please come shake my hand.
Right.
And I'd love to meet you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The only difference
Honestly.
between Denise and you is that she would have took the $1 million from Vivid.
What?
What?
She would. Denise would. If they offered Denise $1 million to make an adult movie, she would do it. That's the only difference. I think.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I have
I
a
don't
little
think
bit
so.
of self-respect.
I don't think so. No,
I wouldn't do it.
And the funny part about that, and real quick, the funny part about that was I didn't even know anything about the letter, honestly, until Tim Z put it out there. I knew nothing about the letter, but I would never do it because, one thing, the respect for my children. When my children grow up earlier and they're looking through like Pornhub, or they're looking through like these
to see
porn
your mother,
sites.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they don't want to see mommy and
No,
daddy.
you know what? I'm a mother. I'm a
Yeah.
grandmother. And in fact, congratulations. I hear you just had another little one.
No,
Your
I didn't
granddaughter.
No,
have
Granddaughter.
It was a while ago.
Oh, a granddaughter, yeah, in December, yeah, she's doing December.
Yeah, nobody's doing
Oh,
something.
okay.
I think that don't put the rumor out that I had another child.
No. Trust me, my baby days are over too. I know. I've got 3 girls. I have a granddaughter. I'm very content, so I know exactly how you're feeling.
Yeah, I have 4 girls. I have 1 granddaughter and 1 granddaughter on the way. And
That's
trust
what it
me, I'm
is. It was
very
on the way.
content.
Good for
No,
you.
I don't want that would be the new rumor. Mama June has a child but didn't know it.
She's got a love child.
So talking of children, can we say hello to Alana?
She has actually went back to sleep. So hold on just a second. Let me try to wake her up. Hold on.
Okay, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
We just wanted everybody to hear her. Even if it's just a quick hello.
She's cool. She does a lot more than what the TV show doesn't
that's
show
what it is. People prefer to put the gossip and put the bad stuff out there.
Well, that's the internet.
Not only that, but the TV show, they really try to portray them as, very dysfunctional, which brought the comedy.
Yeah.
But
she said that too.
They have very good hearts. Yeah. They have very good hearts, and I think that's what people need to know.
Hey, are you there? Hold on just
hi.
a second. I want to say hey to him. Hey!
Hi, Alana.
Honey, how you feeling?
Good.
Aww.
So how did you like making a music video?
She's really she's in the morning. She's not a morning person.
No, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, no.
We just wanted to say hello.
Let her know that we're big fans and that we're thinking of her.
What is actually this? Because I like to actually put it out there to our fans and let our fans like know that we're gonna be like on like certain like radio stations or
Right.
podcasts.
I will tweet you. You know,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be on Friday. So we're on Friday nights. So we'll play this on Friday.
Okay. If you can just like tweet me, and then what I'll do is I'll retweet, and then I'll copy it, and then I'll put it on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, so people can be able to like listen to the podcast, because a lot of people wasn't able to listen to the one in Canada, but they were able to listen to it online, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, you know the Canadians don't know what they're doing. That's why. So.
Well, I mean, they were pretty good. It was Kiss 92.5.
Right.
And so, a lot of Americans and a lot of people that overseas, they don't get to listen to it, and they like to listen to different things that we do all the time. So, I try to keep our fans up to date with everything that we do, as much as I can. So that's why I asked. If you could just like tweet, and then what I'll do is I'll retweet, and then I'll copy, and then let everybody know, kind of like, here, y'all listen to it.
Right.
On this day, and then they can get from like there.
Sure. Can you do one last thing for us? Can you say, this is Mama June and you're listening to the Dysfunctional podcast?
The Dysfunctional
That was me yesterday. I could not speak for anything.
The Dysfunctional podcast?
Yes.
Yes, the Dysfunctional podcast.
Right on in on this one.
It's just a name.
What I'm saying, I feel right on in on this one. Hey, this is Mama June, and you are listening to the Dysfunctional podcast.
Excellent. Thank you
Thank you so much.
We love having you on. I appreciate your time. I'm sorry we had to get you up early, but you can blame your Gina, the PR lady, for that, because we told her we wanted you to call at night, but she's like, no, 9 o'clock in the morning is great.
Yeah, that's fine. What it was, we had something to do last night, and so I couldn't do it at 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah, that's no problem. We
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
But yeah, we will make sure that this gets out. People actually listen to it on Friday. But thank you so much.
Yeah, and we're going to play your song next, all right?
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Alana, feel better.
That's Alana's the daughter.
I know that. Alana doesn't feel good.
Now, Alana doesn't want to get up yet.
Yeah, she doesn't feel good, and she doesn't want to get up yet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know what I'm talking
Thank y'all
about.
so much.
All right, thank you so
God
much, Jim. We
bless.
appreciate it. Take care. Wow, that was
They're
fun,
great.
right?
They're great people.
Yeah, they're nice. I'm surprised that.
People just portray other people.
Well, that's what the
in
internet's
such
about.
The wrong, exactly.
You don't get
They're
good.
great
The
people.
internet doesn't do good news.
Yeah.
The internet wants to hear shit
No,
about
they want
people.
the gossip. They want the dirt on people.
Right.
They don't want to show the good side of what they do. And they evidently help a lot of people. I mean, the stories that she was telling us, and like with the handicap and Down syndrome, So cute. I'm glad that they're actually doing this.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't wait for their Christmas video now. Tom.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're donating all the money and the proceeds from it.
Hopefully they don't just do jingle bells.
Yeah.
You think that?
Yeah, that's.
I'm in the mind girl in the small town world. Why do I know the fucking words already?
All right, 'cause it's very believe it or not, it's catchy. It's like all those other little like rap songs and stuff like that come out that just stick in your head,
Yeah, I think it's probably got over 2 million plays on YouTube.
But you know what? Like, God bless the family that they can get through, the things that they have, and that they're moving on. And I love the fact that they're not in it for the money.
Well, I don't. They did move into a mansion.
Well, you know what? You're allowed to take and you're allowed to live a little bit better.
Yeah.
But, down in heart, they're like she said, she don't
You know what?
believe in
Let's
taking
be
how
honest.
Other
They
people do.
they made.
They
They
didn't
made
change them.
TLC a ton of money. If they're on in 150 or whatever countries,
Yeah.
TLC is making a ton of money. And you know what? The people that the show is about should get some of that
you know
money.
What? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not only that, but they're getting paid and they're working.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever they do with their money, that's their business.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
some
what
of
I
these
mean?
shows.
And if they could enrich and better their kids' lives, like she says, they're in funds.
Yeah.
Trust funds.
Well, that's
for
good
these
because
kids
if you
and-
don't put it in a trust fund, then the parents can go spend the whole lot.
Well, that's what it is.
You know?
You hear so many stories.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like you hear, like the guy from
Or the Addams Family or fucking the
no,
other one.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
How his
Oh.
parents.
His dad, I think, fucked him over.
Yeah, screwed and took all the money and all. And just like also
Cocaine.
too, Gary Coleman
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah, Gary
younger.
Coleman, I'm thinking of. Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I mean, sadly he's dead now, but I mean, yeah, he was another one.
Right.
You know, where at least they're respecting their kids. You know what I mean? Do the honey boo boo bop. Very, very catchy.
I like how fucking Big A wrote like 20 questions and asked none. I kept. I know. I
No,
was.
you know what? I
already answered it already.
truly enjoyed. My tongue was a little twisted. I was a little like,
Most
too.
of-
I woke up this morning and right away we went into this interview, so I could totally relate. You know what I mean?
You know what Denise said to me at 10,
I was so tired.
at 10 to fucking 9, I'm in the bathroom getting changed. And she's like, do we have to do it at 9 o'clock? I'm like, they're calling us.
Us at
9
no,
o'clock.
No, he's like to me,
I
I
don't
don't have enough of time for breakfast, and I'm thinking like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, she wanted to go downstairs
Like,
and
at
start
first-
cooking.
Yeah, at first I didn't even understand. I didn't even remember that it was like in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
not that much of a morning person.
I know, she isn't either, you can
It
tell,
takes
but
me- yeah, it takes.
you know what?
me-
You know what? We're
like,
not.
I
We're
haven't
not.
even had my
We're not the
coffee
Jimmy
yet.
Fallon show, so we can't get her at fucking
Well,
peak hours.
Right.
But it was a fun interview, you
Oh,
know.
very fun. It's a
I-
shame that Alana wasn't feeling
Yeah, I
it.
know.
but,
I
you
know.
know,
We got to say hello just for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
She won't remember it, and she'll be like,
She's
know.
a cutie pie, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yep.
I'm glad to hear that they're gonna be back somewhere. Obviously, something's going on. I
Yeah.
did read that their contract ended in May, so they can do what the fuck they want now.
You know what? After talking to them and learning more about them, now I'm even more interested, and I can't wait. I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
be doing the honey boo boo bop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We forgot to ask her how it was working with this guy. That's the one question that Big A had that I didn't get to.
Well, you know what? Maybe she'll tweet us some answers, and we can keep in touch, and we could give updates for them on our show.
So the song is
Made a new
called.
friend.
The song is called "Moving Up," and it's available on fucking iTunes, and you can play the video on YouTube. It has over 2.2 million views. Million. Yeah, I'd like to have that many views on one of our shows. That'd be awesome. Maybe this one. You know.
There you go.
So, but yeah.
Mama June, help us out. We'll
Thank
help
you. Thank you to Mama June for the interview, and we'll be right back.
God bless.
Bye.